Now that's the way to end an episode. Oh my goodness. The cliffhanger that's about to take us into episode 10 of the series finale of Star Trek Discovery. That's an episode. A whole lot of things are going down. You literally have wall-to-wall events happening. The tension was so high, I found myself legitimately like, what's going on? I'm excited, clearly, as you can tell. So we're going to talk about all that and a whole lot more on this week's episode of Mr. Know-It-All Reviews. Here we go. What's up, my know-it-alls? Okay, so this episode is exactly what... I'm not overselling it, I promise. So they decide to finally kind of move this ball forward, and we end on a really great cliffhanger. If you haven't watched the episode, why are you here? Like, go watch the episode, seriously. But they beat the Breen to the rendezvous point. By the way, by this point, we've added now another. Primarch Tahal is on her way she's on her way to take over Dude's army, because apparently her Dude's forces, because with his, somehow she finds out about his death or something, whatever. Anyways, no Breen secret goes untold. Ancient Starfleet say, whatever. Anyway, the crew Discovery figure out that they have to, there's only one, they make it to the thing, and there's two, it's a binary primordial two black holes. They find, luckily, there's a path right down the middle, because the two black holes, their gravities pull one another and thus kind of cancel out dead center. There's something locked in the middle of that. And it's the casing, what they're finding, is about 800 years old, roughly the age that the scientists were who put this whole treasure hunt in motion. So inside, presumably, is the Progenitor tech. And so as they're investigating it and being in awe, as Starfleet will do, they're cloaked. That's when the Breen ship shows up. When the Breen ship shows up, they waste no time. They attach a tractor beam to it, pull it right out, stick it in their shuttle bay, and everyone's like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We gotta do something. We gotta figure something out. And so that's what they do. So they come up with a plan. Oh yeah. The plan is to have two teams, Alpha and Bravo. Alpha's gonna go for the actual device itself, and which is in the shuttle bay, which is gonna be Cleveland Book and Burnham. Bravo is heading to the bridge to turn off the shields, and that is Adira, who's supposed to hack it. Oh yeah, it's her first away mission, but she's not alone. You see Lieutenant Commander Reese, or who's going to be, Jen Reese is going to be with her as security detail to protect her. So, in no way, shape, or form are Stamets and Culber happy about it, but at the end of the day, it's how she's growing up. She wants more responsibility. Meanwhile, on the ship, Raynor is left in charge, and he selects Tilly as his fill-in first officer.
And Raynor, you have the car.
Tilly, I'll ask that you serve as my acting first officer.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Very good.
Have I set the stage well enough? Because that's what they do in this episode. We get Burnham being a hero again. But again, I don't have a problem with this. There are people who do. People who are like, Burnham's a Mary Sue, Burnham's this and that, blah, blah, blah. Look, she's only as much a Mary Sue as Captain Kirk or Picard or anybody else has ever been. The nature of Star Trek is, it's an adventure show. It was sold as Wagon Train to the Stars. So it's science fiction, but it's high adventure at the same time. And the captain has always been the first person to get themselves in trouble, probably when they shouldn't. So the fact that it's a woman, guys, get over it. Now, all that being said, I'm enjoying the story a lot. Especially because Maul is dedicated to she just wants to get her dude back.
I will bring you back.
So when they finally get to the thing, they put the key in because that's what's left, and it opens up, and there's like a green door, like a portal. And so what they do is they send some unwitting Breen officer in, and he gets sucked in. And when I say sucked in, I literally mean sucked in. Right? So, and then, the second guy, he didn't fare much better than that. And the whole time, Maul's like, I thought you saw what happened. Why didn't we have a secure clip and everything else? And I'm like, what is this, cliffhanger? Like seriously? Like the safety D-link, that's what stopped him from get out of my face, okay? At the end of the day, dude got sucked in also because she's got no clue what she's doing. Burnham did reveal to everybody that she does have a piece of information. Literally, it's a saying. And she says on the ship,
A phrase. Build the shape of the one between the many.
That's cryptic.
I trust it'll make sense when it needs to.
so on the ship, choosing the worst opportunity ever, Burnham and Book essentially make up. I don't know if that means they're together again, but they have definitely dealt with the stuff that they were while they're in these Breen masks. Oh, by the way, yeah, Breen masks doing alien Iron Man. So literally, like most of the time when you see them when they're in their masks, it's the Iron Man face. So it's things on the outer edge and they move and the whole bit. I did think it was weird. Burnham's has a green light to it, and Book's doesn't, which I was like, that's a strange faux pas. Because I say faux pas because she's got the exact same readouts he has, but for some reason, we don't see any of that. I did think it was very cool that while they're in their Breen get-ups, their costumes, it's like at one point they're like, you ready? And go. And they show the split screen, and all I could think of was Voltron.
Mega thrusters are go! Let's go, Voltron Force!
And so their helmets or Power Rangers even, whatever. But yeah, it's good. So Burnham and Book have to take out a pair of guards that are overseeing or watching out from the shuttle bay. Eventually, the two guards are found to be missing from their posts. And Maul's all like, I thought your men were trained, this and that. And dude's like, they are. So she's like, everybody be on alert. That's when they realize they're going to have to do something. And so through coded message, Burnham tells them, I need you to bring the ship and basically punch through the shuttle bay shield and rescue us. It's going to blow everything out into space, and I expect you guys to come rescue us. That's kind of what it was. That's the secret message she sends. She doesn't say those words, in fact, but she does say roughly that. Raynor understands it. The whole time, Raynor's been sort of walking and skulking around the bridge. He doesn't want to sit on the captain's chair, and they make a point of pointing it out. There is a weird part. Tilly, they're like, we trust you to command us. It's taken us a while to get here. I'm like, y'all have been working for the man for probably maybe a week, if that. So 5 days roughly is all it took for you. Not even business days. Okay. So, and Tilly's acting, I don't know. I feel like none of what's happening in terms of them trusting Raynor, I feel has been earned yet, though they've had moments. I feel like those moments would build to say maybe next season or something or whatever. I don't know. I feel like it's happening all really fast, especially if this is supposed to be an adventure. That would be like someone after an episode of the old Star Trek trying to say, oh, yeah, we've been with you so long, you've earned our trust. And I'm like, dude, you barely know him. Like, really? He's earned your trust? So what do? Stamets does what Stamets does. He does the math, because math don't lie. And they take the ship in, and they're all firing and everything. And right on right there in the middle of the shuttle area, they finally, boom, the ship stabs right into their shields at the right angle and goes in. They fly into the shuttle bay. It's pretty incredible. And luckily, I'm like, thank God their ship is so flat. Because if they had big, like the pylons, like the old Enterprises have had, they would never fit in this thing. So thank God they're super flat ship, because they go in, they spin around, and everything starts getting blown out.
Correction, sir. It sucked out.
And so what happens is they transport stuff, but right before all of that, the gateway was open, and Maul, because she can't give up, jumped in. So who follows her after connecting with Book? Burnham. Because Burnham's got to save the day. So Burnham's going to burn him, and we're going to find out what happens next episode. So there you go. Now you know. And really have the battle. You're having to know it all yourself. What is the Know It All Index for this episode of Star Trek Discovery? I like all the pieces came together. This episode gelled really well, and I was very happy with all the parts. And the contrivances are contrivances, but that's what the nature of storytelling and science fiction and Star Trek. I don't have an issue with any of those things. But comment below. Let me know if you do. Right now, all that said, I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. Right on, guys. All right, comment below. Let me know what you think of the episode. Do you really like what's been going on? Do me a favor, click that playlist right there in order to get caught up on all the episodes of this season. And of course, Vex the video for last week's episode, and you can always subscribe down there. All right, guys. Till next time, never forget, everyone loves a know-it-all.